Hi, Devin here, talking to the world. So we believe in the lie more than we believe in the truth. And it's been going on for centuries. It's not a new thing. It's not something that's ever going to change. But it does help to recognize that we do that every day. That we do it all the time. I mean, I believe we lie more than 10 times a day. I mean, that's very common. It's very easy to do, and it's fluent. I mean, we learned that since we were kids, right? In fact, it is so hard nowadays to detect the truth because we believe in the lie. The lie is so easy and so simple that sometimes that when we lie, we start to believe it that it's more true. Or sometimes we believe our own lies. The truth is not something that people are ready or prepared to listen to all the time. Even if you are completely honest, people are going to not really going to listen to you. Therefore, it makes it hard on the person. It makes it hard because you know how the world works. That everybody wants to believe in their own way. I mean, you got imagine remember when your kids were a teenager that you went out and you did something wrong that you know you didn't, but your parents always say, "No, you didn't. You did what you know what you did wrong," and you try to defend yourself and you're trying to be completely honest and truthful, but they don't believe you until eventually you give in and you lie to them, and they're like, "Thank you for telling me the truth. That's honesty, but you know yourself it's not true." Same as you were to tell your own friends. Like you said you were out partying, drinking all the time, but really you weren't. You were home watching a movie. Your friends are like, "No, you weren't. You were at the party, weren't you?" "No, I wasn't." "Yeah, right. You were." Like, come on now. Everybody knows you did. It's easy to tell, right? Like they rather hear their own version of the truth rather than their own lie. It's crazy. I mean, it makes it hard for people to be honest, to be more open, to be truthful. Like I am considered myself as an honest person. I mean, I do tell the truth, but I'll lie, but I only lie to help or defend a person. But I am honest, and the only time I can use honesty, and you know what, truth can be used as a weapon too. That if you know the person's secrets or dark desires or anything, you can use that as a weapon. I mean, you can use that to hurt them. And you know what? Truth hurts more than a lie. And I know what you're thinking. No, a lie hurts more. Not really, if you think about it. Like, if you really, really think about it. When you do something behind somebody else's back and you're lying to them all the time, until that person eventually finds out the truth, yes, they're going to feel hurt. Not because you lie, it's because they found out the truth that you lied to them. The truth showed them that you hurt them, that you didn't trust them enough. And I know that's kind of like a catch-22 type deal. I mean, yes, you lie and lie hurts, but really the truth hurts more. Honesty hurts more because people rather feel to protected and to be defended rather than lying. Like, lie, it's so much easier to do than to be honest. But I would like everybody else to try to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be truthful to other people. Let them know that you are not a liar. Let them know that you are there for them and, you know, give them great advice or honesty. Because honesty is the best policy, even though we are afraid to use truth. And you know what? It's okay to be afraid. Especially truth, again, can be used as a weapon. For example, say you did something that you know that was wrong, but you want to lie about it to protect yourself. But if you're being honest, therefore you're only hurting yourself. That you could lose that a career, a job, or relationship. And that's why we shelter ourselves or hide ourselves away from these things. And you know what? That's kind of the world today, is that we have to lie to protect yourself or lie to protect somebody else. Because we know if we told the truth, that person is going to either get hurt or you know you're going to get booted. I mean, like for instance, relationship wise, say you cheated on that person, but you've been lying to that person the whole time until one day eventually you felt guilty enough, you went up to your relationship and said, hey, I just want to let you know that I feel guilty, I feel bad, and that I have been cheating on you. What do you think the outcome's going to come out? You think that person's going to be thankful that you told the truth, that you trusted them enough to be honest with them? Most likely, 9 out of 10, that situation is never going to go well. You're going to get, the breakup's going to be so bad, and you're going to be booted out of the house or whatever. And that's a given, right? It's much of a given. But there are benefits to being honest that can actually save somebody's life, or can help yourself in your own personal gain to get somewhere. And it's true. I mean, it's a way to get through and get around. Like, I'm going to play a little mini game with you. I'm going to tell you one obvious lie, one truth, and one lie. Okay. You ready? Alright. So, I'm the guy who invented gold. And I have a tattoo right on my left side chest. It's a dragon. And I love dragon. I mean, it's one of those ferocious creatures, fierce, justice, and glorious. I mean, dragon means a lot to me. I mean, I love dragons. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. They are, like, majestic, beautiful creatures. Yet, people are scared and make fear of them. And I am hard of hearing. I'm hard of hearing in both ears. And therefore, I wear hearing aids to help me hear. So therefore, which one you believe is the truth, which one you believe is a lie, and which one you think is an obvious lie? I'll let you take a moment to think about that. Okay. You thought about it. The moment's over. The obvious lie? No, I didn't invent gold. The honest truth? Well, I am hard of hearing. I do have hearing aids in both ears that helps me hear. And yes, I don't have a tattoo. And those who believe that I have a tattoo, you're wrong. But those who didn't believe I have a tattoo, then you're right. Then good. But here's the funny thing. The reason why I play this is that, as you know, when people lie, they tell a story about it. They talk more about it. They get right into it, trying to make it sound more believable. But you know what? The truth is more straightforward and more bold, right to the point. Doesn't get into it, doesn't change any mind. And that's what it is, really. That's what is giving people a hard time to believe in the truth, because we believe in the lie more than the truth itself. Because the more you talk, the more you tell, and the more you talk the story and everything, it sounds more believable. Because a lie, in order to be a great liar, you have to make it sound like it's plausible, like it could happen. But when you tell the truth, or you're trying to say the truth, you know yourself, you're being direct and you're being bold. But yet, people won't believe you because you're right to the point. Therefore, you know you're trying to escape, or trying to get away from it, or you're hiding something. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. Sometimes when someone tells the truth, it does sound like they're hiding something, so it makes it sound like it's more of a lie. Like, for instance, you could have $300 in your bank account. No, you did spend a lot of money last week. That doesn't sound truthful. I mean, you probably have less than that. But then on that, tell that person show you their bank account that they really do have $300, then you believe them. Because it's evidence. You believe in the evidence. But without any evidence, it becomes an obvious lie. And that's where people always fall apart. But yet, that never really bothered much. I mean, the lie always sounds like an easier way out than the truth, because the truth is so hard to be honest, and it's so hard to put yourself up to it. All I'm going to say really is that being honest isn't always bad. Being truthful isn't always bad. Lying is bad, but not bad at the same time. But then again, it's never good to lie all the time. Because the more you lie, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you do it. And then sooner or later, you won't realize the truth, or you're even telling the truth anymore. And that's usually the biggest number one problem in relationship too, is the lies. relationship gives a lot. I mean, between the girlfriend and the boyfriend, there's always a lie between each other. They're always lying. And there are those odd couples that will always tell the truth to each other and always be honest and confront every secret that they have. But here's another thing, too. A secret is another thing that's withholding the truth. Therefore, they have to lie. You see? Secret is the key to the truth, but they lie to protect their secrets. Same with the lie to protect other people's feelings. Honesty always hurts. You see where I'm getting there? Honesty hurts more than a lie. Which is why we were so afraid to be truthful and to be honest with one another. In fact, here's the funny thing. If you were to write down the word believe, if you take out, let's see here. I wonder if I can do something here. Okay. Make it a little bigger. You see the word believe? I know it's kind of backwards, but let's see if I do it this way. No, still backwards. Anyway, if you write down the word believe, and if you were to cross out the first two letters and the last two letters, you get the word lie. And most liars would use the word believe, because when they say believe me, believe this, you won't believe this, or whatever, we always believe in the lie the more than we believe in the truth, because believe is in the lie. And to make it a little bit more far-fetched, in the word lie, if you were to take out L and E, it's just I lie. Because you're lying for yourself, or you're lying for someone else. So therefore, you always lie. But not everybody lies all the time. But like I said, the lie is much more easier than truth. And truth is much harder than the lie. It's something to think about and something to recognize and to realize that truth shouldn't be hard. And it's something that we should work on. Because we want people to trust. And if you realize in the word trust, if you were to take out the TR and the last letter T, and there's us. You have to be able to trust between you and I, us. If you believe in the trust, you only lie in the trust. But if you trust, therefore you trust in us to believe or to be honest with one another. I know that's hard to follow, but if you really think about it, the truth would only save you, but also help you in the long run. I use honesty a lot in order to help me get through a lot of things, and that's why a lot of people either believe me or not. Like I said, the lie sounds more truthful than the truth, but the truth always sounds more like the lie. But you have to pick and know where to say in the words. It's all in the words. It's all how the person perceived the situation. So it's something to think about. It's something to recognize and realize. Thanks for listening to my ramble, and it's Devin talking to the world.